Hey, what's up, everyone? Long time no see. I was trying to stream with that OBS thing. I guess I need to work on that one. But I wanted to basically kind of just like go live to chat real quick, and I have to edit. But I want to just talk real quick about my life, where this channel is going. I'm hoping to make it more of a K-pop channel where I can do more K-pop readings on other groups and the whole industry as a whole, since I chat about that a lot. Hey, Lachey. Thank you for coming. So I won't be talking to myself. But yeah, hopefully with this channel, I can do a lot more talking about K-pop, and because initially I kind of wanted to do more of like a podcast, if you will, on with my friend Paris, because like we're K-pop vets. I just feel like a lot of people are into K-pop reactioners that don't really know K-pop, and they just spread misinformation and don't really understand, and they're just saying things. And then there's a lot of new K-pop people that's coming in. You're from Twitter. Okay, yeah. Yes, you love all my stuff. Yes. But yeah, that's pretty much, I kind of did want to do a podcast with my friend, but we'll see where that goes. But yeah, I wanted to do more tarot card readings on other groups. And two, I've recently decided to part ways with the Army fandom. For me personally, because I just wanted some peace in my life. I didn't want my life to be just all consuming of BTS. You know, like I have a life outside of K-pop. And I just didn't want my life to be consuming of that. And plus two, like I'm at an age where I don't have popular K-pop opinions, because I'm jaded, and I've been in K-pop too long, and I've seen too many groups come and go. So I'm just, and yeah, it is. Yeah, it's less drama. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Mo. Like it's a lot of people that speak facts or act like they're speaking facts, but they don't know anything about K-pop. They don't know the history. They don't know what went on back in 2016. But yeah, it is less drama to me parting ways with the Army, because it's like it's gotten to be like a mob, like attack mode, like all the time. Like if you don't think the way they think, it's just attack mode. And me, I don't really have a lot of popular K-pop opinions. So yeah, I just don't fit into that group anymore. Same, you've been here since 2010. Yeah, I've been here since 2010. Yeah, you know, you really don't have yeah, it's like you kind of get jaded because you've seen so much. You witnessed so many scandals. You witnessed so many groups disband. It's kind of just like, yeah, you know, you kind of know how K-pop goes at this point. But there's a lot of new people that comes into K-pop, don't know anything about it, and they speak as if they know everything about K-pop, and they haven't even been a K-pop fan that long. But yeah. Also, what else did I want to say about my life? 2020 has been a very traumatic Hunger Games survival experience for me. And I made it pretty good through the beginning of 2020. And but the end of 2020 like really took me out because I had lost my grandmother to COVID. And I'm just like around a lot of like insensitive and selfish people that just don't care who they affect, all because they just don't want the inconvenience of wearing a mask. So I'm just gonna put it like this, like the chain effect on how people really affect other people and their families is so my grandmother had a caretaker, and that caretaker had a daughter who didn't believe in wearing masks and was just going out in public and doing whatever. That daughter caught COVID, gave it to her mother, which is my grandmother's caregiver, and then the caregiver gave it to my grandmother. That's how that works. And all of this, only the seniors can get it and this, that, and the other. No, everybody's out here getting it. The only thing is, it's Russian roulette. You don't know how you're going to react to it. It could take you out quick. You could fight it, or you survive it. And even when you do survive it, you have long lasting effects from it. Simple as that. But when everybody is irresponsible, don't want to put on masks because whatever rights and whatever you feel like you have to have or whatever, you are unknowingly killing other people and their family members. Like, I know, like, I don't know why everybody thinks this is a hoax. Like, and the sad thing is that people don't realize is that, like, when you get COVID, it depends on the hospital. You might not see your family member. It might be the last time you ever see your family member. You can't go visit them. You can't go see them. Either you're going to see your family member alive, or you're going to just not see them anymore. And you're going to be talking with the nurses and the people about funeral arrangements. Yeah, what? People are dying in hospitals still denying they have COVID. Yeah. Like my family couldn't even see my grandmother. Like, my uncles had to watch their mom in a Zoom chat. Like, this is how real this is. Like, I couldn't even fly down and even see my grandmother or even go to the funeral because I had to make sure that I didn't have COVID so I can go to work and provide for myself. They have like a lot of family members that can't even attend funerals. And everybody just thinks this is a hoax. This is a game. I don't feel like, wearing a mask today. So, and I just really feel like there's not enough media play on people really talking about their real life experiences with COVID. Wow, I'm happy I got through this without crying, because like it was so devastating to me when I found that out, and I was so angry. And just for me to talk about this without crying is like a lot. So some part of me is healing from this. Then I went from my grandmother passing to the snowstorm. I went from that to the snowstorm. Next thing I know, I'm on a whole survival series, trying to find a heat source and get warm. Just so this is what happened to me. So I'm sitting up here, the snowstorm comes, and the first day the snow is here and it's looking all pretty and beautiful. Bam, the power just goes off on me. But see, in my mind, I was prepared. I was like, okay, so I got I got the candles. I got this little can thing where I can like burn something and I can be my heat source. I was prepared. So as soon as the power went off, I was like in straight survival mode. And to be honest, thinking back on it, I don't know how these survival shows do this thing where they like try to set up and survive and film themselves. I don't know how they do that, because when I was in that situation, the only thing I had, like, my mind kept on saying is, I got to move quick. I got to do this, that, and the other. I don't know what time they had to set up cameras, but I couldn't set up no cameras. Like, I was on straight survival mode to try to like get warm. Like, I was sitting up here taping doors. I had to close myself in my bedroom so I can have like one place where I could put all the heat at and I wouldn't be freezing cold. Then they didn't turn the power on for like a whole day. So I basically spent the whole day trying to like, be warm, keep warm within my apartment. And would the check they get from those survival shows be worth it? I bet they do, but I bet that camera crew be helping them people survive. Them camera crews be helping them. You can't convince me otherwise. But yeah. I was like on a whole survival show. Like, I'm sitting up here, I'm like putting on 3, 4, 5 pairs of clothing. I'm pulling out all kind of bed sheets. Then my heat supply was starting to run low, and I'm like, dang, if I don't get out this house and do something, like, I'm gonna be freezing. So I'm on the phone with my mom. She's like, just come. Just wipe the snow off your car and just go to my house. And I'm just like, all right, we're gonna try that. So I go out in my car. My car is covered with snow. It has an inch thick of ice on the window shield. There's no way I'm getting out of here. There's no way. I'm losing daylight. I'm like, let me just go back on up to my warm room and I'm gonna have to just sleep in pitch blackness and cold. And that's exactly what I had to do. I had to like light some candles, get a little heat source, and then heat me some soup over candles and whatever, and like, seriously, and go to sleep under a pile of sheets. Like, I'm like, oh my, I am on a survival show. I'm laughing about it. I'm laughing about it now. I couldn't even go to mom's. Like, I couldn't even go to my mom's house. Like, if I wanted to, I couldn't. Because number one, my car was covered with snow and ice. Two, the streets was covered with snow and ice, completely. And I couldn't go anywhere. I was kind of stuck there. So I hated being cold too, girl. I was so cold, and I had to get like an extra comforter from somewhere. And like it worked though. Like, being underneath the covers and like your body heat, it works to like keep you warm. So I had to sleep. Like, I didn't even really sleep. I slept on and off. And so the next morning I got up, I was like, look, I got to escape this. I got to go. I got to get the moms. So I tried to like get a lift, and I'm telling you, there was no lift in sight, because that's how much the streets was covered in ice. And by the grace of God, I swear, God came in. One car decided to be like, yeah, so like the guy called me and everything. Yeah, where you at? Where you heading? I'm like, look, I gotta get to my parents' house where there's heat. I don't got no power here for a day. I don't know how long this power gonna be out. I gotta go. So like, oh my God, like, that guy was an angel. Like, he picked me up and drew me to my mom's house. But that was on luck. Like, I'm telling you, nobody was out there giving anybody rides. So that was like on luck that I got that ride to my mom's house. And then the crazy part is, when I got to my mom's house, their power was out. Their power was out, but their power was only out for like an hour. But then they got their power back on. So in my mind, I'm thinking, so y'all keeping all the power to the houses on, but leaving all the apartments without power. And I'm just like, that's scary because like I live around families. So I don't know what those people did with their kids in the cold. I really don't. But that it was scary. It was so scary because like all the lights was out. Like it was pitch dark. Like I'm laughing about it, but going through it was like so scary. It really was. It was traumatic. Like it really was. Like after that whole thing, and I got back, into my house situated. Like I ain't gonna lie, I was sitting like this, looking at a white wall, trying to figure out what just happened to me. Like it was traumatic. It was traumatic. It was a nightmare. I don't think I could ever like enjoy snow again. It was a nightmare. I hate being cold. And the crazy part is that's like that was my first snow. Like I'm from Florida, it don't snow at all. So that was my first snow and it had to be traumatic like that. So but yeah, that's what had happened to me. Went from my grandmother's death to the survival show I was on through the snowstorm. Luckily, none of my pipes burst. I was smart about that. I kept my water running, kept my pipes exposed to some sort of heat. So yeah, nothing burst. Thank God. God, thank God. Um, yeah, like I said, I was on a whole survival show. So yeah, and before that, like I said, I'm just out here trying to survive, keep my mask on, and then what I'm from the Midwest, so I've had many days with no power in the past. Really, they shutting power off like that even for y'all? Like, but the thing was like the reason our power grids went down like that and for so many days was because they failed to upgrade the power grid. And what I didn't know was Texas ain't even connected to the rest of the rest of the not national but American power grid. They just thought they was going to be like a whole standalone state inside of America. So basically, the electric company was under fire. A lot of people resigned. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm sure a lot of Texans gave them hell. I'm sure. Oh, yeah. But yeah, we went from that to the mandate of the mask being lifted. Hunger Games 2 has commenced, and I'm just out here trying to survive the second round of Hunger Games. Pretty much, just out here trying to survive second round Hunger Games because what in them overcharging power bills? Oh yeah. That was a hot mess. And then I read an article that they're not even going to give the people a break and not let them pay those power bills that they overcharged. So I wonder how much that is gonna go over in court. I hope nobody paid either. I hope they sue them. That's insane. Because their power bills was like $1,000. Stress on top of the COVID, just more stress, just stress compiled upon more stress. Just, can I have a break, Jesus? I just need a break. Need a break, Lord. So let me get into this this BTS Grammy situation. I'm gonna give y'all a whole warning. I don't have the popular opinion on on BTS. I don't have the popular Grammy opinion on BTS at all whatsoever, because I understand how the Korean music industry work and the American music industry work. And I was never here for the Grammys. I was never here for the Grammys. Matter of fact, I started side-eyeing the Grammys when Mariah Carey was repeatedly getting snubbed out of awards. That's when I started side-eyeing the Grammy, like, okay, all right, I'm watching you Grammys. Then what solidified it for me to stop supporting the Grammys was when Beyonce got snubbed for that Lemonade Award. And then after that, a lot of Black artists started to protest about boycotting the Grammys and not supporting the Grammys and all of that stuff. So I never ignored that. I always paid attention to the racism within the Grammys, and not only just to Black artists, also to Latino artists. There's racism that plays there all of the time. So I've been quit the Grammys when they stole that moment from Beyonce and also stole the moment from Adele. Like, she was just up there awkward and she just felt guilty and was like trying to thank Beyonce, and it just ruined the whole moment, like for even her. So I'm watching that and I'm like, you know what? Forget the Grammys. Okay. But my thing is this. All right. So another event that solidified me totally just off put by the Grammys and not supporting the Grammys was when the Grammys decided to invite BTS for that little 6-second performance with Nas X, who's basically a one-hit wonder in my opinion. But y'all invited them there just to use them for y'all little view boost up or whatever. And that really pissed me off. And a lot of the armies was trying to have hope. Maybe they might perform more than 6 seconds. Maybe they might do a whole song and da-da-da. Remember, y'all was all hoping for that. And I kept telling y'all, nah, nope, I know the Grammys, they racist. Nope, nah, no. No, nope. And Grammy showed you they butt that first time. Grammy showed you what they was about that first time. And y'all didn't want to listen. And y'all wanted to look the other way and be, maybe next time. And I'm just like, so we all just gonna act like there's no racism at play. We all just gonna turn our heads. But at the time too, like, there was no COVID. There was no racism protest either. So it was like, the racism wasn't as in our face like it is now. Like, the COVID has made the truth be in our face in a way that we can't look away. So at the time, I guess it was easy for everybody to look away, but it wasn't for me. I wish celebs would stop putting so much weight on the Grammys name. I don't care for the Grammys, but the boys do. So I hate seeing the hurt by the institution. This is my thing too. Like, I felt like as Army, we really should have pumped the brakes on it and really been honest with the boys and told them, look, we should have told them like minorities in America tell each other about racist places, institutions, and things. We be telling them, look, within the races, we say, look now, that place right over there, yeah, I mean, they a little racist. They might not not provide you with a good experience. So don't really go over there. But if you do want to go over there, I'm just saying, you might not be getting treated right. if you go over there, you might not get, because between the races, that's what we say to each other. You can go on up there, but you might not get a good experience when you go up there. So they on the racist side. So whatever you get, don't come back to us crying and complaining that. So that's what I felt like. That's what the Army should have done. The Army should have really stepped up and say, look, guys, this ain't what you really want to go after, because you're not going to get treated with the respect that you deserve. You're not going to have a pleasant experience on which you thought you was going to have. Okay? So how about this? We already got the Billboard. We already got we could go for the American Music Award. We could go for any other awards. Let's leave that Grammys alone. You know, that. And like I just hate that, like, y'all pump them up to go there, and then they have a racist experience, and y'all sad and mad that they had a racist experience. It just does not make sense to me, because for me, I knew that was going to happen. Oh, I knew that the Grammys was going to play them. The Grammys was going to sit up there and act like, oh, they're nominated. They was going to use their name and streams and all this stuff so they can get their viewership. I already knew that. And then when they got there, they're going to be like, no, you don't have it. You don't have the Grammy. Oh, well, next time, next year, work harder. We're better. Yeah. And guess what they're going to do for the next one? They're going to nominate them again for this big old song of the year. Everybody going to be hyped. And then guess what they're going to do? Say no. And y'all going to be mad all over again, want to set Twitter on fire. Because you're bucking them up to go to a racist institution, and you're expecting them not to have a racist experience. But they don't really seem to understand how systemic racism works in America. They don't. Like I get it. Y'all think that the Grammys have some sort of prestige to it or whatever. I stopped putting prestige to Grammys. Like, I just feel like it is just a racist show. But I just feel like we should have just left it alone. We should have just left it alone. We should have been happy where we was. I felt like Drake said it the best. You don't really need that award to validate you. You already know that you've won in the music industry when people are flying from all over the world, waiting in rain, sleet, and snow to come to your concerts and see you. You've already won. What more do you need, Army? Because honestly, BTS said they just wanted to just perform. They didn't care about winning that award. But the Army wanted it all. Like they're like, sometimes I feel like there's a disconnect between what BTS want and what Army want. And y'all not on the same page. Like, I really be feeling like that. But like, we already won. Like, we already won. What more do we need? Like, we've already won the game. We've already broken the system. You know, the music industry can't even be measured anymore by, you know, these record sales and all of this stuff. It's really more about your fandom and your power, and they have it. Like, and two, what I really wanted to say is that this is like, I don't think people really understand how the Grammys works and how they choose the winners and the losers. Okay. The Grammys don't care about album sales. They don't care about your views. They don't care about nothing about the numbers. The Grammy is a voting committee. Voters are on the panel. Voters that are in the music industry. And most of those Grammy voters are old white males. So they all gather around and they vote. Yes, exactly. It is all about connections. You have to know the people on the voting panel, and you got to kiss some butt to win. And it's all based on what that certain voting panel likes. It's not based on album sales. It's not based on radio play. It's not based on any of that. It's only based on what those panels like, their taste in music. So I'm sorry, but like that's how the Grammys work. Everybody is all mad comparing the album sales to this, the record sales to that, the this to that. Don't matter. If that panel is feeling your music, they're gonna vote for you, you get the award. If the panel is not feeling the music, they're not gonna vote for you. And this is what Black artists, rappers, everybody is complaining about and boycotting about. Like, I don't understand what y'all guys don't understand. But if you don't do the research and you don't realize like that's how the Grammys work, yes, it can be easy to get mad and post all these stats on Twitter that they got the numbers. The Grammys don't care anything about your numbers. They really don't. It's true. I don't care nothing about your numbers. And like I said, Drake said it all in his speech. These panelists, they don't understand what an artist is coming from, where they grew up, what they're talking about, what they're speaking on. They don't understand any of that. So if they can't relate to you, then they're not going to be voting for you. And then too, everybody was screaming, oh, xenophobia and this, that, and the other, which is another byproduct of racism. Well, yeah, they're not gonna vote in or even tolerate a whole Asian album or anything that's not English. Of course. But I was talking to my friend Paris, and she made up a good point. She was like, okay, but if the Asian awards, they don't invite any American artists and give them awards either. So how could we expect the same from our award show? Drake said all that and still submitted his music. I can't take those celebs. Okay. But I'm about to play devil's advocate. I feel like Drake submitted his music on purpose so he can get up there and trash the Grammys. So he can say what he had wanted to say on the mic, and it could be in the Grammys face, because who gets up on the stage and don't care about trashing the Grammys while holding a Grammy? Right. Asian Music Awards don't do non-Asian artists, right? And even our American Music Awards don't do non-American artists. So what were we really expecting here? Like, let's be real. Like, what was we really expecting? But like I said, my opinion is not popular. A lot of armies were really hurt that they didn't win. And I was just like, I wish I wouldn't have believed it in the first place to even get hurt. But here we are. I was just like, when everybody was so gung-ho for the Grammys, and I already knew what was going to happen. Everybody was so gung-ho for the Grammys and stuff, even BTS. And I was just like, you know what? Let me just be quiet. Let me just take a step back, be quiet. And I already know how all of this is going to play out, because I don't believe in the Grammys. And then, I mean, like, you seen how they like did Beyonce. Like, y'all totally snubbed her and then try to make it up with this whole, oh, you're the first female to win all of these awards and da-da-da-da. Did y'all see Beyonce fake smile? She, oh really? Yeah, I won. Okay. Like, but you know what, that's a great point too. I want to bring up, like, with with artists and what they have to put up with behind the scenes and what they have to go through with these academies and stuff, right? Because they played in Beyonce's face the whole time, right? So they basically did her for years what they done to BTS for just 2 years. They have let her be nominated, win a couple of small awards, but always wanted her to come and perform. Always used her for the views. Always used her for the ratings. But then when it come time for her to win the big awards, oh no, they're not giving that to her. Like she had to go through that for years. 4 years. Like, and we're up here grandstanding and hollering about what BTS has to go through. Just saying, I'm just making a point. So if Beyonce had to go through that, what you thought BTS was gonna go through? I just wish that yeah, we live in a society where she's never won Album of the Year award, but Taylor has like 3 times, right? She never won Album of the Year, right? But they kept on inviting her, yet demanding that she goes and perform and be the main headline performance of the Grammys. Hello? What? She was only there for Megan that did the most. Look, girl, they try to appease Beyonce with that whole, oh, I'm the female to win the most Grammys, and she was just like, oh, all right, wow, okay. Girl, she put that fake smile on. Okay, thank you, Grammys. Jay-Z helped me down these stairs. This cute. Like, over it. Like, Black artists are over it. Black artists are over it. And I don't know how and when and where y'all thought like BTS was going to be treated any differently. But when people don't really do their research on how the Grammys are really works as in determining the winners and the losers, then I mean, you think it'll be you would think it's won by the numbers and by this, that, and the, it's not. It's not. It's like the Emmys. It's all a voting panel. It's all a voting panel. If the panel ain't feeling you, you just ain't getting an award. And then, oh my God, it was so laughable, that Grammys, because they had the nerve to put out an announcement talking about, oh, we're not racist, and we stand against racism. And really, Grammys? Really? I laughed. I cackled at that. I said, y'all are something else. Y'all are something else. All right. Okay, you're not racist. They're not racist, but rap wasn't even considered a category until what? The 1990s? And what did they do? They shoved all of the people of color winners in the pre-show. And we think that BTS was going to get some sort of special treatment because they showed up last year and they did the little, they shuck and jive for like 6 seconds. Grammys don't care. I'm just saying, I don't get it. I just wish that like the armies would stop pushing BTS into like situations where they keep on experiencing discrimination and racism. Like, I just wish like they'd stop pushing them into those experiences just to say, oh, we got it, you know. And that's part of why I kind of distance myself from Army, because I'm starting to feel like everything now isn't even about their music and their artistry. It's about, what can I win? What award can I get for them now? What more achievements can we get? What more that, like, it's to me, from the outside looking in, that's what it's starting to feel like now. And and I just starting to feel like it's that it's not even about caring for the guys and their mental health and if they're okay, and it's just about, oh, just so we can say we can have it, and that's our achievement. And that's just like, what I don't understand why there's a need for those awards. Music is so diverse and worldwide. Who are these white men to tell us which artists are valid and which aren't? Exactly. Why do we need their validation? For what? We've already won the game. We're outselling. Our music, the music is reaching everybody and everything. BTS has a great message for everybody. We've already won. What do we need the validation for? And really, after this year, the Grammys really lost a lot of their prestige. Twitter was on fire, and it wasn't just, armies. It was regular, people watching the Grammys. Like, they were even like, this is a joke. This is a whole joke. Like, they're really going to lose all their prestige, because we are like now like in a racial climate where racism is hyper, it has a hyper focus on it now. So whatever you do racist, like, we're ready to cancel. We ready to just give up on it now, because like, we're tired. But what do we need an award and validation for when it's already losing its prestige? Like, and basically we kind of really already won. We already cracked the industry. So, what are we doing? And like, I'm on my timeline on Twitter and I'm just reading so many, maybe they'll work harder next year, guys. Harder for what? What do they need to work harder for? They've already worked hard enough. They are enough with what they have. It's enough. Like, they got so many BTS bops. We got so much great content. We have so many great music videos. We have so much great stuff that they have put out. It's enough. They're like, what are we working harder for? I kind of think BTS watches my channel. BTS. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this before I get off, because I'm about to wrap this up and get off. BTS. Okay? You are enough. You've worked hard enough. You are good. You do not have to prove anything. You do not have to get back on these Grammy Awards. You do not have to get nominated and win nothing. You're good. You've won. We are good. Just keep going. Keep giving us good content, good music. We good. Okay? Like, y'all are enough. You good. Don't worry about it. Let's continue and proceed like we've been continuing and proceeding. Like, I don't bump all this work hard stuff. Y'all worked hard. You did it. We here. You made it. You here. I really hope they don't. I hope they don't submit. Do not submit y'all music. We're done. Do not submit y'all music. Like, really, you do not need this panel's validation. You really don't. I hope they don't submit their music. I hope that we're good. It's fine. You are fine. You have won all the awards you can win, the awards that counted. I feel like Asian awards really count the most for them, because even though it is kind of popularity based, but it's the people. You know what I'm saying? It's record sales, it's album sales, it's what they actually count from the people. Grammys is not the people. Grammys is a panel. So that's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna get off here. I'm probably gonna get spammed in the comments and what. I don't care. I don't even care, because it's the truth. I don't know what experience you thought that they were gonna have from a racist institution. So don't submit nothing, BTS. You good. I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you for the few people that showed up, but I just wanted to touch base with everybody. I'm gonna try to get some more of my readings out. I'm probably gonna do more lives with my readings, because I honestly don't have time to sit and edit anymore. So I'm probably just gonna go like live maybe every night or something and try to get my readings done. And yeah. Bye, Emily. Thank you. Yeah, let me get off here. But yeah, I'm probably gonna do more lives with my readings and everything like that. So thank you guys for coming. So I'm not talking to myself. And that's the update, people. I will see y'all later. Be safe. Please wear your mask. And good luck with these Hunger Games. May the odds forever be in your favor. Good night.